Premier League Nottingham Forest vs Crystal Palace's prediction, team news, lineups preview. Having been plunged into treacherous waters following a 4-point deduction by the Premier League, Nottingham Forest welcome Crystal Palace to the City Ground for a bottom-half clash on Saturday afternoon. These two teams could not be separated the last time that they butted heads just over 5 months ago, as they played out a goalless stalemate at Selhurst Park. Match preview. 4 months after Everton were deducted 10 points, since reduced to 6 on appeal, for breaching the Premier League's profit and sustainability rules, Nottingham Forest were penalised with a 4-point deduction for the same offence during the international break and have subsequently slipped into the relegation zone. The Tricky Trees have decided to appeal, and although Premier League rules state that this process should be concluded no later than and if possible sometime before May 24, 5 days after the season finishes, the case involving Forest is set to be resolved before then. With 9 games remaining to drag themselves away from danger, Nuno Espirito Santo's side now sit 18th in the top flight table and are just 1 point behind 17th placed Luton Town, who scored an 89th-minute equaliser to rescue a 1-1 draw against Forest at Kenilworth Road before the international break. Forest have struggled to grind out positive results since the turn of the year, as they have won just one, a 2-0 victory over West Ham United in February, drawn 2 and lost 6 of their 9 Premier League games in 2024, conceding 16 goals in the process. In front of an expected raucous atmosphere at the City Ground on Saturday, Forest can be confident of success against Palace as they are unbeaten in their last 7 Premier League meetings with the Eagles, including a 1-0 win in their last home encounter. This run is the longest that they have faced an opponent without losing and the longest for Palace without winning against another team in the division. Since replacing Roy Hodgson in the Crystal Palace dugout, new manager Oliver Glasner has experienced a mixed start to life in the Premier League, with his Eagles side winning, drawing and losing 1 game each before the international break. A comfortable 3-0 victory over Burnley and a 3-1 defeat at Tottenham Hotspur were followed by a disappointing 1-1 home draw with Luton Town last time out, with Jean-Philippe Matita's early opener cancelled out by a dramatic 96th-minute equaliser by Hatters striker Collie Woodrow. Palace, who sit 14th in the Premier League table and 8 points clear of Forest in the relegation zone, have since made the most of a 3-week period away from competitive action with a week's warm weather training camp in Marbella. During their brief spell in Spain, the Eagles beat Norwegian champions Bodo/Glimt 1-0 in a friendly fixture a week last Thursday, courtesy of a first-half goal from star midfielder Ebereki Eze. Palace will now endeavour to end an 8-game winless away run when they face a Forest outfit whom they have beaten just once in their last 12 league meetings, a 1-0 triumph at the City Ground in December 2011 when both clubs were competing in the Championship. Team news. Nottingham Forest are set to be without fullbacks Nuno Tavares and Gonzalo Montiel as they continue to recover from thigh injuries. Nico Williams and Harry Toffolo could start in defence as a result. Chris Woodnock, Taiwo Awoniyi, Ola Aina, and Willy Boley all muscle, the latter of whom limped off with his problem in Ivory Coast's friendly draw with Benin on Tuesday, are all doubtful and will be assessed ahead of kickoff. Either Felipe or Andrew Omobamadiele could be handed a start in central defence if Boley is not deemed fit to feature, while the potential absence of Wood and Awoniyi may see Divock Orji start as a central striker, with Morgan Gibbs-White, Anthony Elanga and Callum Hudson-Odoi providing support in attack. As for Crystal Palace, goalkeeper Sam Johnstone is set to miss the rest of the season after undergoing elbow surgery, and he joins Sheikh Dukor Achilles, Mark Gahey knee, Rob Holding foot and Michael Ollis thigh in the treatment room. Daniel Munoz will be assessed ahead of kickoff after picking up a minor issue on international duty with Colombia, while Mateus Franca groin, Jeffrey Schlupp and Jesurin Raksaki both thigh are also doubtful. Matita, who has been involved in 3 goals, 2 goals, 1 assist in his last 4 league appearances, is set to lead the line and could be joined in attack by Eze and Jordan Ayew, while former Forest loanee Dean Henderson is expected to start between the sticks in the absence of Johnstone. Nottingham Forest possible starting lineup: Sells, Williams, Felipe, Murillo, Toffolo, Senghar, Yates, Elanga, Gibbs-White, Hudson-Odoi, Origi. Crystal Palace possible starting lineup: Henderson, Ward, Anderson, Richards, Munoz, Wharton, Lerma, Mitchell, Ease, Ayew, Matida. We say, Nottingham Forest 1-1 Crystal Palace. A game without any controversial refereeing decisions is what every Forest fan is hoping for. Just as much as their side claiming 3 precious points as they attempt to climb out of the relegation zone. Palace have struggled away from home for some time, but the Eagles will be boosted by the fact that Forest have lost 7 of their last 9 matches at the City Ground. With that in mind, the spoils could be shared during a tight affair in front of a fired-up home crowd. Thanks for your watching. Don't forget to click the subscribed button and hit the bell icon for more.